Dear students, in last session we had seen why do we need a parliament and what are the important functions of parliament. Okay, that is the term where the word the parliament is derived from. Okay, you know that the parliament is derived from French word. The meaning is parlor, so that is what the to talk. Okay, that is the term we had seen. And who are the people are going to be selected inside the parliament. That is what is that what is meant by MPs. Okay, member of parliament. Why these MPs are selected in the parliament, that is what is their main role, and that is what we are seeing. Okay, next topic what we are going to see in this is the role of the parliament. Okay, what are the main role the parliament is having, that is the main thing we are going to see in this topic. You know that the role of the parliament goes for the parliament itself. One is to select the national government, and second is to control, guide and inform the government, and third is lawmaking. Okay, and you know that completely to select the central government of India, there is our national government, or you can able to tell as a union government of India. That is what the three names we are having the same thing only. And to select the national government or union government or that is central government of India. Okay, that is what the thing. And first we are going to see how we are selecting the national government. Okay, see, the parliament consists of two Sabha. Already we had seen about one is Lok Sabha and another one is Rajya Sabha in the last session, and how many members are selected from this Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. Because in the parliament, Lok Sabha is very important part in the parliament. If you compare this Rajya Sabha, Lok Sabha decision is most probably they are the law creators and law makers. What you can able to tell that, because the Lok Sabha only consists of this people representative. Okay, that is what the MPs who is selected from a particular constituency. Name it of suppose you can able to tell us Tirunelveli constituency. That MP is going to be a member of parliament. He only has the eligibility of sitting in the parliament. Okay, that is the thing. And he want to win in the election. That is the main thing. You can able to say that if he cannot able to win in the election, he cannot able to go for. Okay, and Lok Sabha most probably every 5 years once Indian government, according to Election Commission of India, and because Election Commission is a separate independent body. Okay, that is what they are having the powers. And after the end of the role of this 5 years ending term of the thing, the Election Commission conducts this parliamentary election throughout India. Okay, that is what the different stages they will go for. One is 6 stages or 7 stages. That is what the election date announced by this Election Commission. Okay, that is what it is completely. India is under the control of that Election Commission only at that time of election process. And at that time only this Lok Sabha MPs are selected. Okay, you can able to tell us the seats also, MP seats, and most probably you can able to say that. And in India totally we are having 543 constituency in India, and plus 2 Anglo-Indian constituency that is nominated by President of India. That is the main thing you can able to say that. If the party, you know that India is consists of various parties. Okay, do you know that India is consists of nearly 2,500 parties are there, because India we are following multi-party system. Okay, and you can also eligible to form a party at the age of 25. Okay, at the age of 18 only you can able to have this eligible for voting, and at the age of 25 only you can able to organize a party. And you know that in the parliament there are 2 parties are there. 2 parties means most probably they will call the term as a ruling party and as well as opposition party. The ruling party only forms the central government of India. Okay, that is the main thing you can able to understand that. And if the ruling party, they need 272 members as a MP candidate. Okay, that is 272 MP should be there, and then only they can able to form a central government of India. That is what the ruling party. And who is win in the election only, they can also go for opposition party, because they are not having the majority in the parliament. They are sitting as a opposition party. Okay, for opposition party also certain rules and regulations are there. and most probably they can able to suit for a opposition party. That is what nearly 120 seats are needed for opposition party, otherwise you cannot able to have this. Okay, that is the main thing. And all the parties who gone together form alliance also, that is what we can able to tell as a coalition government. Okay, coalition government, you can able to say that. And you know that these two things, most probably in India we are having the political parties as a important part in the institution. Okay, that is what the things, it is a visible institution what we are calling in the Indian democratic country. Political parties, you can able to tell that we are having nationalist political party and regional political party. And in nationalist political party there is also certain rules and regulation to form a nationalist political party. The party should win at least 4 states. Okay, they are having this winning status at least 4 states, and so that only they are calling us a nationalist political party. You know that during the formation of this freedom struggle, the Congress party took more advantages, and most probably they are forming as a Indian National Congress Party. Okay, still now they are having as a nationalist party. And you can able to say that regional party. Okay, next is regional party. Regional party is otherwise known as local party, and always it is going for a local government. Okay, it is always go for a state parties. You can able to tell us a state parties or regional party. Okay, that is what the things you can able to go for. And there are various nationalist parties. National parties are most probably you can able to tell as the Indian National Congress. Okay, that is what the party. BSP, Bahujan Samajwad Party, and you can able to, there are 8 nationalist parties are there. Okay, that is what National People's Party, that is also the thing. And you can able to tell as a BJP party, Bharatiya Janata Party, this and all most probably nationalist party. Coming to regional party, we are having more regional parties, so that only I told that nearly we are having 2500 parties are there nearly. And most probably, and all the parties are should recognize registered under the Election Commission of India, then only it is going to be a party. Okay, and for example, you know that during election every party is having its own symbol. Okay, and if the party cannot able to win in the election, the symbol is taken back by the Election Commission of India. That is what the system we are having in the Constitution of India. That is what the main role of this ruling party. Okay, and ruling party is going for a formation of central government. That is what the thing goes for. And opposition party, what is their role means, most probably they will oppose that, and they will criticize the government what they are going for. If they are doing any mistakes, they always going for criticize the government. That is what the opposition party. Okay, and this this ruling party only most probably selecting the executive. Okay, you know that executives are the members, we can able to tell us the temporary executive and permanent executive. Okay, that is what the 2 terms are there. And most probably these MPs and MLAs are most probably, we can able to tell us temporary executive, because their life term is only 5 years, and after that they want to win in the election only, they can able to enter inside the parliament, otherwise they cannot able to go inside the parliament. That is the thing goes for. So that only we are calling that term as a, that is what the temporary executive. Permanent executive, you know that you want to have the qualification of IAS, okay, Indian Administrative Service, and IPS, Indian Police Service. If you are going for this writing the exam after the completion of degree only, you can able to eligible for this civil services examination. Okay, after that only you can able to become as a IAS officer, and they are the permanent executive. Okay, they up to retirement they are going to be a IAS officers and IPS officers only, and they are the most probably permanent executive. Okay, that is what the, even the ruling party is going to be changed. Sometimes the opposition party come the next election means, and most probably ruling party comes down and it is going for opposition party. That always it will changes, but so that only we are calling as a temporary executive. These persons are even. Okay, and you know that this executive only select the Prime Minister of India. That is what the ruling party. Okay, the total member of the this total MPs, we can able to tell as MPs or member or seat. Okay, really the ruling party have its seats, 272 seats in the winning. They can able to have this 272 members MPs within 545. Okay, seats, total constituency, and then only they can able to form the ruling party. Otherwise, they cannot able to go for the ruling party. And so that only after formation of this ruling party, and they only selecting the ministers. The ministers are going to be education ministers, health ministers, finance minister, agriculture minister, the petroleum ministers, and based on the role only the ruling party is having the full decision, and they are only selecting the Prime Minister of India. Okay, after that this what we are calling the term as a council of ministers. Okay, they after the ruling party, and they are the councils of ministers given charge education, health, finance, etc., and they sometimes they can able to form a coalition government. Okay, and this what completely Lok Sabha, that is what it is a important Sabha which you can able to tell us more powerful in the parliament. Okay, and coming to Rajya Sabha, a bill requires, if a bill is passed, it requires to pass become a law sometimes. Okay, and important role reviewing, altering the law, that is what the things of Rajya Sabha. That Lok Sabha is more powerful than Rajya Sabha. Okay, that is what, because it is otherwise known as the House of the People. Okay, that is the thing. And next is to control, guide, and inform the government. Okay, and how they are controlling and inform the government. Generally, the first hour of a sitting of the Lok Sabha, because it's devoted to questions. Okay, like question asking session, how the teacher is asking the question while you are going for interaction. The same part only in Parliament also they are going for discussion. Okay, related to India, how we can able to, what are the finance activity we can able to do for the development of the India, and what are the things to be, what are the laws to be passed, and any new law to be added. That crime related activities due to this internet and all the things are most probably happen in India. These are the new problems have to solve in India. That is what the thing goes for. And generally the first hour of a sitting of Lok Sabha is devoted to questions, and that hour is called the question hour. Okay, that is what the first hour, while all the MPs are sitting. Okay, that Lok Sabha is presided by the speaker. Okay, that is what the current speaker is Om Birla. Okay, that is what the thing goes for. And MPs of Parliament are free to ask questions. You can able to go for ruling party MPs and opposition party MPs, free to ask questions to ministers of the government to get information on public concern matters. That is the important thing. And the MPs are most probably free to ask questions, and the government to get information on public concern matter. And opposition party, what is the main role? They play a role, healthy function, highlights the drawbacks, policies and programs, whether the policy is going to be failure, and that is what the criticize, they can able to do that. Okay, and if the government gets valuable feedback, okay, because if they are telling, the government can also accept, and if they are having the majority, they will pass the law. That is the main thing. Okay, if they are going for a coalition government only, they will always consider this opposition party in a well manner. If they are having this majority in the parliament, and nobody can able to question it, they can able to pass the law. That is what the thing goes for. And this way only parliament control, guides and informs the government. That is the main thing you can able to say that. And another thing is lawmaking. Okay, in the lawmaking, in the parliament session, the first reading is what is the law to be implemented. Okay, that is what the introducing stage. Okay, that is what due to this only POCSO law, and you can able to tell that Mutalaq law and all the laws are most probably passed in this parliament in the last session. That article 3 in this Indian constitution, and based on this all states are going to be equal manner. Otherwise before that Jammu Kashmir is going to be a special status. Okay, that is why they won't follow our Indian constitution because of this article 370, because of this terrorist problem and all the things. And while this constitution settles itself, they are going for in a creation of the special status of Jammu Kashmir. Okay, that is what the temporary article only. And most probably now recently recent BJP government has removed that. That is the main thing you can able to say, that this way only the lawmaking process goes for. First introduction, they will inform to the people, both the ruling party MPs and opposition party MPs, that we are going to make the law, and the process is going to be discussion stage. Second reading is going for discussion. What are the merits and demerits of that law, particular law? For example, removal of article 370, you can able to say, for example. Okay, and third reading, it is going for voting stage. Okay, there also a law can be implemented if all the MPs are voted only. The majority of the MPs voted only, the law is going to be implemented. Otherwise they cannot able to go for implementation of the law. Okay, and that is the thing. And fourth one is president assent. President assent means president should sign that. Okay, for example, first reading they are introducing, that is what you can able to tell us, removal of article 370 of Indian constitution. Second reading they are going for discussion about articles 370, whether it is having merits and what are the demerits, and it is having various changes in Jammu Kashmir, and that is the thing goes for the development of the state and all the things. That is what they are going for a second reading. Okay, third reading, whether the sitting of this 545 MPs should accept, and they are going to be majority. How they are going to be majority means, there also if 272 members they are going to be voted. Okay, and most probably that ruling party is dominant means they will have their voting stage also. Okay, that is what the things, and in that things the total MPs they are voted in for the favor of government. Okay, you can able to go for removal of article 370. That is what the thing goes for, and automatically the ruling party wins in the thing, and automatically the law is going to be president's table, and most probably the president will sign the law, and 2 or 3 times only the president can able to reject that law. Okay, this doesn't want that. Okay, and fourth time, what is that, why the president is having the nominal power, what we are saying, most probably the president should sign it. Okay, third time only, up to 3 times only they can able to send again to the parliament. Okay, reject to the parliament. Third time again it is going with the same majority one, means the president should sign it. Okay, that is what the president does. And within first law itself, president sign means the law is going to be implemented in India. That is what the things you can able to understand. Okay, that is what the things you can able to say, that this is what the lawmaking process in the parliament session. Okay, and next is, who are the people in the parliament? That is what the, you know, that people of different background. Okay, and who is winning the election only, in the Lok Sabha election only they can able to sit in the parliament. Okay, which constituency it belongs to. Okay, and the seats, these MP seats are reserved for even this MP's reserved constituency. You can able to tell us a reserved constituency, because in that constituency only this Dalit and Adivasi only can stand in the election. Okay, that is what the thing. Why we are having this reserved constituency means, you know, that these are the people most probably discriminated in India. This SCS and ST people, one is scheduled caste and scheduled tribes are discriminated in India. So all the people should enter inside the parliament, so that only we are having this reserved constituency in India, and so that these MPs are elected and represented as a Dalit and Adivasi interest in the parliament. That is what the thing goes for. And another the thing is reservation for women also. Okay, that is what the thing goes for. And even now only we are having this nearly 10% of reservation of women in the parliament section at current thing. You can able to say that, and nearly 60 years ago 4% of MPs are there, and today, and you can able to say that today MPs, that is what the age of the MPs are most probably, it is, you can able to tell us above 60 years they are having 4% of the MPs. Okay, below that you can able to say that 9% of the MPs are there. You can able to say that. And one is the law can, the parliament can introduce new laws and change the old ones. That is the main thing. And law is first introduced in the form of a bill, and the bill is draft of a proposed law. That is what the things you can able to say that. And what are the main role of the parliament is to select the national government, to control, guide and inform the government, and third is law making. That is what the thing goes for. And this ends with the session. Okay, that is what the thing. And next thing we can able to go for how the law is created, different types of bills, what we are going to see in the parliament. Okay, that is what is happening in the parliament, different types of bill, what is in the money bill and what is in the constitutional bill. That is what the things we are going to see there. Okay, and this ends with the session. Thank you for your attention. Thank you.